In this video, we're going to learn how to graph compound inequalities with the word "and." When we say compound inequalities, that just means that we have more than one. We use the word "and" to show that we have to display something that is true for this inequality and this inequality. So once again, we're going to need a number line. And we know that we're going to need a -2 and a 0 somewhere on that number line. So I'm going to put it here, -2, and here, a 0. I'll need -1, -3, -4, 1, and 2. So there I have a number line. I'm going to attack each of these individually. So if I have greater than without the equals part, I know I'm going to have a big open circle by my -2. And looking at the sign greater than, I know it's going to go towards my greater than arrow. So x is greater than -2 would look like that. Looking at the other side, I have x is less than or equal to 0. So to make that, I draw a filled-in circle on my 0 because it could equal 0. And looking at the shape of that arrow, I know it's going to go downwards less than. Now here's the trick to the compound inequality. When I see the word "and," that means I'm only going to take the part that overlaps. So I'm going to get rid of this part, and I'm going to get rid of this part. Because if you think about it, if I have a value of x that is 2, yes, that might be true for one of them, but it's not true for x is less than or equal to 0. So for both of these to be true, the number has to be where they overlap. So I can just draw my open circle at -2, taking it straight from there, my filled-in circle at 0, and then I color in wherever they overlap. And that is how I draw the compound inequality x is greater than -2 and x is less than or equal to 0. Here's another example. X is greater than 5 and x is less than -3. Well, if I draw my number line with my -3 and my 5, I can start with just one at a time. X is greater than 5. I'm going to draw an open circle because it's greater than and not equal to. Then I'm going to look at the shape of that, and I'm going to match it to the shape of that arrow. So x is greater than 5 looks like that. X is less than -3. Well, I'm going to have an open circle because it doesn't have the equal sign. And I know it's less than, so I'm going to go in that direction. Remembering back, when I have the word "and," I have to take the part where they overlap. But these two lines don't overlap. That means there is no number which is true for both of these. If I check in my mind, -5 is less than -3, but it's not greater than 5. If I pick the number 2, that's not less than -3, and it's not greater than 5. So no matter what number I pick, I can't have that be true and that be true. So therefore, there is no solution, and my number line just stays empty.